just going to walk you through very transparent to show you guys exactly how we use $63 to generate a qualified, good income, good credit person without the cold calling realtors or anything of the sort. So just to kind of help walk through this, when we were working with our client, I mean, they were pretty much doing what other mortgage person does is the realtors, calling their old past clients and stuff like that. And all they spent was $63 to generate a client that they would through referral or XYZ, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and walk you through exactly what we did to make that happen. And what a lot of people don't use is TikTok, which is crazy. In 2021, TikTok surpassed Facebook and Google for being the most visited domain on the planet. Okay, TikTok has less red tape, almost none compared to Facebook. If you want to target anything in terms of credit, income, mortgage, real estate, homes, when it comes to running ads on Facebook, no bueno. Facebook does not allow, wants to keep wants to keep their audience information secure, and that's fine. But TikTok allows us to bypass all of that and target things like household income, occupation, marital status, income by zip code, things like that to make sure that we're actually getting the most qualified person to take a look at what we have to offer. And usually the people that come through this, they have much higher income, which most of the time they have more credit. They have a better credit score. Excuse me. And so when it comes to TikTok, that's what we use. And we used to use Facebook in the past, but just the difference in targeting makes almost a dramatic, huge difference in lead costs and things like that, and actually a lead quality. And so we set up their TikTok account. We set up their ads. Now, just to keep in mind, when not only is the detailed targeting important here, but also the more states, the better, really. This is generalized between any other platform, is the more states that you are able to target and service in, the more these social media platforms will cast a huge net to cover as many people as possible, which will lower your lead costs, which will lead to ultimately more volume coming through and a lot more opportunity than just in your small state. Now, if you're in a small state like Florida, Arkansas, things like that, it's not a big deal. Just expect less volume and a higher price point for the leads that you're going to be paying for. And so that's one to keep in mind. And our message is super simple. I mean, like our ad, we use UGC talent, UGC creators, which is basically just like a humanized, viral, kind of fits on the platform. Someone making a video like this. And their main message is like, hey, you have better chances of getting a mortgage less than your rent, getting the lowest rate possible, getting into your home as fast as possible with a good mortgage broker. So number one, this is compliant, 100% compliant, because we have no logos, no companies, no interest rates, no actual numbers on the screen. We literally are just telling them, if you want to get into your home and if you're a first-time home buyer or you're looking to get into a new home and you want to get the lowest rate or you want to get into your dream home as fast as possible, XYZ, a mortgage broker will give you the best chances to get into exactly what you're looking to get into. And so that is literally our message. And we booked 5 leads literally after 2 days of running this stuff, spending $30 the first day and the second day. We were able to get 5 leads and book 2 of them. And now this is just so far, right? So we still have a lot more budget to spend and we have a lot more time to follow up and book these leads. But what's really interesting is for us, at least at Elite Loans, we like to quality control our leads. We don't just send you out. We don't just lay things out for you and our job's done. No, we like to make sure our leads are actually quality. And so I ended up calling one of these leads and walking them through our sales process. And she was like, I'm actually looking to I love my landlord, but I'm actually want to own a home. I want a private fence. I want 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Actually, I think she said 3-bath because she wants her own bathroom. She's in Illinois, and she was talking to me about, pretty much what she was looking for. And it was actually genuine. She's like, I want to get into a new house. I was like, what's your timeline? She's like, maybe around like 3 months. And I was like, okay, no, it's definitely fair. And then, it's like, well, and then we get into the income and credit, the personal information, like what's your credit look like, XYZ. She's like, I was like, what's your credit above or below 600? She said it's above. Her income's in the right place. Does she have documents available when she hops in the appointment? She does. So I don't want to talk too fast. I hope, I'm not throwing you guys off, but she's the target ideal client. She is your target ICP, meaning your target human being that you want to work with. And so just to keep that in mind, we generated that for only $63. And what's really interesting is that we didn't just generate her, we generated another person that was also our ideal client, and we still have 3 more leads from just this $63 spent that we can still follow up and contact, make sure we get booked on the calendar. Um, and so your follow up game is going to be so important here. But the whole point from here is actually the appointment setting process. So actually getting these people on the phone and onto an appointment. Now, this is really important because appointments are so correlated to a business's revenue that if you don't have appointments, usually you don't have any business. At least in the mortgage or industries that need appointments set. So we have sales assets, things like that, videos that they film like this, to demonstrate, how trustworthy they are, and like, hey, here's your next steps. I want to make sure I hold your hand through the whole process and things like that. And so in the back end of things, we actually have an AI dialer who contacts these leads before we do. Now, sometimes the AI dialer, some people will go to voicemail, things like that. And that's where we come in to make sure we're sending messages and getting them on the phone as quickly as possible. Now, this is one super key thing that a lot of people don't understand is actually speed to lead. Speed to lead. This is so important because, man, if a person comes through our system and it isn't spoken to within under 5 minutes, that lead is gone. Like that lead is ghost. And so it's really important that we make sure we contact these people under 5 minutes or we'll lose them. Just simple as that. Simple as that. And so we contact these people under 5 minutes. They're already fresh off the mind. They literally clicked on our ad, 2 minutes ago. And that's how we're able to get the most responses and the best booking rates possible. So keep this in mind. Otherwise, this is what things could look like, which is $63. What that could do for your brokerage. This person didn't have to cold call, contact realtors. Didn't have to do any of that, and that stuff's great, by the way. It still works. But we spent $63 to potentially close a deal that will make us $3,500. $3,500. $63, $3,500. See the ROI, the difference here, and how easy this was, how automatic this was, if done the right way, can be the biggest difference for a brokerage doing about 5-10 loans a month to a brokerage doing about 30-45 loans a month, which is usually a 6-figure run rate. So this is how we did it. Just keep that in mind. TikTok is definitely one of our favorite platforms so far now. We spend less, make more, and yeah, just gonna let you guys know. Anyways, you guys have a great rest of your day. I love y'all. God bless, and we'll talk in the next one.